Hi Art Honor Club, today we're going to finally add some color to our Egyptian cartouches. Alright, so a few of us missed art club last time. If you are not here, I will show you a video of what we did and give you some leftover materials so that you can make your own cartouche necklace. By the way, please remember to let me know if you're planning on missing art club, or if you get home and you realize you forgot, maybe have mom call me or send me an email or whoever. That way I know that you're not lost somewhere in the school. So a cartouche in ancient Egypt was a nameplate. So they would write their name, but as you can tell, there weren't any letters. They had to use pictures. These pictures and symbols were called hieroglyphics. So this was their language. You've probably seen ancient Egyptian temples and pyramids and sphinxes before, but maybe you have never tried writing in hieroglyphics. If you look closely at the ancient temples, you'll find a lot of cartouches and nameplates. And remember, if you are interested in learning more about Egypt, you can find Egypt in the continent of Africa. It's located right up there. Today, we are finally going to add a little bit of paint to our cartouches and make them a little bit more unique. This is our final day on this project, so I hope that you are listening and we are going to be working hard. So your cartouches should be dry. You'll know it's yours because either you'll remember what you created or on the back you wrote your real name. So right there it says JB for Joseph Bofield, even though you'll call me Mr. Bofield. So hopefully you picked up yours. I want to give you a little bit of a warning. So remember, the biggest, most important part was that it needed to have a hole that a string could fit through so that we could wear it as a necklace. If you decided that you did not want one as a necklace, that's fine. But just understand that if you made your hole too small or it's non-existent, there is no way that we can make it into a necklace, or you're going to have to problem solve to make it a necklace yourself. Today, we're gonna have some crazy things going on. We're gonna have kind of two stations today, and you can do them in either order. You can do your necklace first and then paint it, or you can paint it and then do your necklace. I want everyone to kind of do 50-50. So 50% of people are painting and then 50% of people are adding the string, and then they'll switch. That would be a good idea because if we have everyone painting at the same time, it's gonna be a crazy giant mess. So on the middle table, you should see some natural braiding cord. I was gonna cut this for y'all, that way y'all would have a little bit of an easier time, but I'm gonna let you do it yourself. I'm gonna show you how it works. So you're gonna see these two natural braiding cords. These are what we're gonna do, or this is what we're gonna have to create the necklace that's gonna be around our neck. What you do is you find the string. It starts out like this, so you have to find it. I had to look really closely in there to find it. I pull it out, and you're just kind of going around this guy until it's about the length of the end of the table. So from here to here on the middle table, that will be long enough to make it a necklace. I'll probably have some scissors over here. I'm just gonna use the scissors from my bin and give it a quick little chomp. Once you have your cord, you can go ahead and start looping it in. So the best way to do this is to kind of pretend it's a shoelace. So I'm gonna put it inside very, very carefully. Like I said, if your hole was too small, it may not fit. So like I said, I decided I was gonna do the necklace first and then paint, or you could do painting first and then necklace so that both of my stations aren't all crazy with people. When you tie this, the best way that I've learned from students how to do it is just tie it like a little shoe. So just do what you do with your shoelaces with the top of the strings, like a little bow. And I'm just gonna do it real quick. So there I go. I just kind of pretended the top of my strings were like a baby shoe or something, and I just gave it a knot as if I were tying my shoe. That way you can always pull it and then retry it again, and you're not stuck in having to cut off your necklace a million times. If for some reason you do need a bigger string or you measured a little bit too small or too big, I don't mind if you cut the string or go back and get some more. This is here for you. So while some people are making their necklace, some people will be painting. So you're gonna have to choose. You may wanna choose the one that's less crowded. I'm gonna show you some painting techniques that you've probably already heard in class. If you decide you want to paint first, you're gonna need a placemat a paper towel, and a paintbrush. I have the two different sizes. I have the larger ones and then the itty bitty ones. If I were you, I'd probably choose one of the itty bitty ones just for those little details. And then as you come over here, that's where I will be. And we will have the paint trays. I only have enough for a few, so maybe you and a friend want to start painting first. That way I can give you each a color on the same paint tray, and that's less cleanup for y'all. All right, I'm going to take a tray, start with some gold. Ooh la la. If you do need a paint, make sure that your lid is closed, give it a little shake, and then put it on its side, and then barely squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This one's getting low. And that's basically all you need. Remember, these necklaces are really small. You don't need a whole lot of paint. If for some reason you get a lot of paint and you already finished, please ask someone if they need that color so that it's not going down here all the time. So now I have everything I need. I have my paint tray with the color. I have my necklace. Remember, yours might have a necklace already on it. Or I'm sorry, they might have the cord already on it. You might be getting the cord first. It's totally up to you, just to make it less crazy. You'll need a water cup. You'll need to get that from the sink. Just fill it up a little bit. Don't fill it up as if you're gonna drink it. Then you need a paper towel, just in case you're switching colors or you make a mess. So when you're painting with Mr. Boatfield, you always dip. Don't need to let it drip because it's not watercolor. And then you're going to paint, duh. But here's the thing. What you're gonna notice is that since you made these little tiny grooves in the necklace remember when we used the needle, we made little decorations, you're gonna see little spots that are not gonna get covered by the paint. If you would like to fill those in, just take the brush and get real nosy. Just get right in there and do little kisses. That should fill up those little spots. This might take a moment. You are totally allowed to paint this thing. You don't need to paint the backside, otherwise it might stick to your placemat, so I would do that at your own risk. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this some paint. So I went ahead and I painted my cartouche. Like I said, you don't need a lot of paint. In fact, probably 50% of the paint was actually used. So please don't get a big dot, don't be like me. I don't have anyone I can share with because I'm working in the classroom alone right now. I know, how sad is that? I think what this needs is a little bit of black. So I'm gonna go get a little bit of black and I'm gonna fill in the areas where the grooves are.